If you're a fan of Need for Speed, you've probably heard of Need for Speed Redline by now, which is apparently possibly the name of the next Need for Speed 2017, the game we're all hyped for this year, because it's going to be, well, pretty good, hopefully. There's a lot of information going around pretty much showing that it may possibly be called Need for Speed Redline. So I thought the past few days, ever since this information started coming out, that I would pretty much dive in and figure out what the root of this is and if it's real or not. So we're going to find out together. Now, the main thing I've noticed from today anyway, the day I'm recording this, this video came out that I'm going to show you in a second. This video is supposed to be the introduction screen, the loading screen of Need for Speed Redline. This video alone is making a lot of people think that it is real because it does look pretty well put together, but here it is. Credits for the actual video down below if you want to go check it out, show them some support, because they obviously put a lot of time into it. Hint, hint. It's not real. It's not a real video. It's just, even watching this video alone, you can see that it's a very good effort, but the sound effects and stuff, they're not really there. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, again, it's pre-alpha, so I could be wrong, but it doesn't look real. But let's get to the real meat and potatoes here. Has anyone actually ever said that in a long... I don't bloody know. So essentially the reason people are latching onto Need for Speed Redline is because people saw that the Need for Speed Redline domain was updated when information went live with Need for Speed 2017. So obviously, and people will go, okay, well, surely that's linked then. Maybe it's Need for Speed Redline. So I'm gonna have to let you know that it's not the case. Basically, if you do remember, if you've been a subscriber for the longest time, you may remember Need for Speed. There was another Need for Speed name that I kind of Proven. Need for Speed Proven. A lot of people thought that was real, but it was for a similar reason, I believe, in where it's not actually a thing. Essentially, what happened is, if you go back and you Google Need for Speed domains, you'll get a list of domains that were registered in 2010 alongside Need for Speed The Run. I think Need for Speed The Run, they were looking for many different names, and they just thought, we'll just grab as many as we can in case these are future names, that kind of thing, or future games we could possibly make. Keep in mind, this was Black Box at the time in 2010. 2010, if you don't know, Black Box made Need for Speed World, and they also made Need for Speed The Run. So, why would they update the domain? I mean, they did that with the last game, I believe. They did it with the last game, and they do it basically overall in one. There's a big push, and everything's updated. All the financial kind of call stuff comes out around the same time as a reveal. It just all gets pushed out at the exact same time. That's just generally how it works. So no, Need for Speed Redline is not the actual name. I can tell you that easily just by looking at this information, because every single other domain on this list was also updated on the exact same day. So unfortunately, I know it's cool to have speculation on what the actual name is. We have no idea. There is none of this information, none of Redline, none of all these maybe fake names you've been looking up, or names based on old domains are real. It's just not. It's not a thing. I'm hoping with the reveal trailer we're actually going to get the real name. So if you don't know when the reveal trailer is, you may remember it says on the sign on the reveal picture, June the 2nd. Though my friend Corey, Knobhead, a fellow Knobhead, you may know him. He brought up a cool thing. He has the actual possible name of the next Need for Speed just by looking at the picture. Need for Speed Motel Vacancy. That could well possibly be the name of the next Need for Speed. Is the domain registered? We should have a look, because it may possibly be the next Need for Speed. But no, seriously, again, it's cool to have all these speculations. It's fun, especially when something so big is coming up. A lot of people are going to jump in and be like, oh, but I need information. I need this information. I need everything. I need to search everything. And understandably so. I was the same when I was looking at starting a YouTube channel, this YouTube channel right here. I was digging up information as much as I could about every single game. Most Wanted 2012 came out. Nobody said a word. Like, nobody said a thing. It was just like machinima people got it early, which I was on machinima at the time. But either way, I was one of the first, I think, to actually start making proper Need for Speed videos, and ever since it's become a big thing, and it's awesome. Again, not saying that I'm the only reason for that. A lot of people probably started around the same time as me, but to see that Need for Speed is getting this much of a push, and this much of a, you know, hype train underneath, and people are like, oh, Redline, the URL updated, it's going to be amazing. All we have to go off of right now is that single article. Nothing else you hear will be actually proper information. The only official source of information, I would say, for Ghost for Need for Speed is Need for Speed. If it was leaked, you would expect Ghost to actually reveal the name very shortly after. Nobody would go to the lengths as to upload, someone from Ghost, upload some pre-alpha footage of an intro screen. It would be the silliest idea ever, because that person's going to lose their job. For what? For 200 people currently that watch that video and believed it to think it's Need for Speed Redline. Like, we're so close to the release of the actual trailer. Why, of all things to leak as well, it would be the intro screen, which is the easiest thing to fake. Like, you just put some logos and some cool effects and make some noises, and that's it. Although it does look cool, I'm gonna be honest, it is a cool kind of layout, cool and clean. I mean, it pretty much just has an overlay of the originals Need for Speed 2015's intro screens. If you may notice, it's pretty much exactly the same, just has the filters over it to make it look a little bit different, and different logo. Anyway, I've spoken enough. Need for Speed Redline is unfortunately not the name. I'm sorry to disappoint, but no. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this and found it useful, be sure to smash a like. Let me know down in the comments what you think the next Need for Speed may actually be called. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Otherwise, be sure to leave a like, as I said, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys very soon with some more Need for Speed stuff. We're very close to E3 now, and we're going to get hordes and hordes of stuff on this and many other racing games. Until next time, guys, peace.
Don't disappoint.